Hello, good morning, gorgeous. How are we all doing? The sun is finally coming out. I am tired as shit, but I've been wanting to do an early morning stream like this for a long time. Ruby, you should be asleep. You said that you got a lot going on today, nah? I appreciate you being here though, so thank you. So yeah, I am doing early morning walks around parks for a couple of weeks. It's going to go full on from next week when I finish this project. And I figured, what better place to start than our local park, you know? I've got my location services on. I've got, but I'm famous, how can I say? I've got everything else turned on. You should be able to hear me and see me. And yeah, welcome on in. Let's get a good start to our day with a nice healthy walk around the park. But yeah, how excited are you about your TikTok right now? I'm super excited for you. If there's anyone currently in my chat right now, I don't know if anyone's awake yet. We normally stream super late. Kotatsu Princess is now a famous TikToker. She has broken the 10K views, the sacred ritual of any TikToker. First is getting out of the 200 view jail, then it's breaking past single thousands and going into double digit thousands. So congratulations you. I do need a squat emote. Honestly, there's a lot of emotes that I need. I've not had any time to make them. I'm hoping that's my first priority. My first priority is getting more emotes, because the emotes help you like discover other channels when people use them in other channels. Also, it's just something for people that have subscribed to use. So having more things for people that subscribe is never a bad thing, right? I sound really congested, right? I wonder what's going on. Maybe I've got some sort of hay fever as well. Or it could be just the dust in the air. I know when I was coming back from Nara, being in the city hit me like a tank, bro. Oh, also, you might remember the comedian that we interacted with at the end of our comedy night, right, Kotatsu Princess? He had to be on Instagram, and he has uploaded a short where he talks with us. It was quite cute. Hey Lunadi, how are you doing? The heck you up so early? Because I no longer have to take Ruby to work anymore. I'm free. I used to get up this early to go for like morning runs and stuff, but before, that was before Ruby moved over here. Once Ruby moved here, I ended up having to take her to and from work from we'd get up at 6:30 a.m, 7 a.m. out the door. Now, she's finished with her job, and I'm finally free to take you guys around lovely parks like this. But why are you up so early? You haven't got any school to teach now, no? Hey, Layla, how are you doing? You were so confused the other day. Yeah, so the tier 1 subscription that you got for 3 months from Austin, the way that Twitch works is that you can subscribe to a specific channel and just give them money, and then you get ad-free viewing and a couple of extra perks alongside it. And you can also gift a subscription to other people, like what happened with you in Austin, where he gifted you a subscription, and you basically just get it for free because someone decided to pay for it on your behalf. Not yet, but I'm usually up now. Really? Wait, you're not finished with school? When does your school finish? I guess it's different. Like elementary schools around our area have completely finished now. Everyone's just out in the park at midday. Like, this whole park is normally dead quiet like this. Like, not a single person to see. And then at lunchtime, it's like a whole swarm of people. It's so hard to walk through. School starts in April. I teach uni. Oh. Wait, so when does uni finish for you? I know school start. I don't know when in April school starts. If it starts the beginning of April, that's not a long break at all, is it? Bless him, still not letting him date though. I don't think he's after that. I think he just wants to see me squat. I think I've got 700 squats that I need to do. I'm hoping to cut that down by half this morning. Great healthy way to start the day. But for now, let's go check out some trees. Because that's what you do on a morning walk in Japan in the middle of spring. Check out the big, beautiful pink trees that I can see just over the horizon. Oh. So for you, Lunadi, when does university stop? Has to stop for like the end of year, right? I always get mixed up because I keep like presuming it's the same as the UK and the US where everyone finishes in September. Benji, I've been on semester break since mid-January. Oh shit, have you actually? Wait, so then you said before, not yet, it's usually up now. You said not yet, I thought you meant not yet, like as in your school's not yet finished. That explains why you've had so much time to like do the partner push. Oh, okay, fair enough. Damn, off since January. That's what, February, March? Basically 3 months off that you've got? That's sick. I'm so jealous, man. I get 10 days off per year. Along with obviously the bank holidays and such. As in not yet, there's no work. Fair enough. Sakes, fat fingers, yeah, for at least another 100 squats. Sakes, I don't know what you're talking about right now, lady. Oh, that's fine leg. Sorry, the colour of your names are the same. But tell him I said thank you very kindly. I will. Good evening, fine leg. More like good morning for me. Sorry that I couldn't stay on for long when you came and joined us. We had streamed for like 8 hours at that point, and my IRL backpack was at the brink of dying. So I thought it would be best to end it there, and start afresh today. Oh, there's been campfires. I've just noticed. So what I've just walked through used to be a river, and you can see little clusters of stones, and that, I believe, is someone's barbecue that they've set up. That's naughty, naughty. You're not allowed a barbecue on the river like that. But yeah, congratulations, by the way, Lunadi. First month towards partner sorted. I can't even imagine how much effort that takes. Like for me, it's a lot of effort to get past the 30 average barrier. Last time I streamed, I think we just broke the 20 average. But congratulations, that's huge. Hey, Rad, so early. You too, man. You and Lunadi shouldn't be up at this time in the morning. Oh, enjoy the beautiful lion. I'm just here to smell the roses to wake myself up a bit. Can't smell shit. Yeah, this area is quite nice. I think this is a new sakura park that they're trying to make. These are all new saplings that they've planted. Some of them are growing really well. Others still got a bit of development to do, like this one. And then this way, you've got the more iconic Japanese sakura. Consistency, I think, helps the most of that. Yeah, I've been super inconsistent. I used to stream during the week on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. So Tuesdays would be out in Osaka with the nightlife. Wednesdays would have been co-working streams in the mornings. And then Thursdays was my cooking stream with Ruby. But then my project got super busy and I just couldn't afford to get distracted with streaming, so I stopped the co-working streams. Then Tuesdays, we wanted to claw back a bit of money because we spent a lot of money during our winter road trip. So I stopped going out. And then Thursdays, we were both just super tired. So it's like, I don't think I want to be on camera today. I just want to go to bed after we eat. It's like, yeah, fair. But with Ruby finishing her job and me finishing my project, we're hoping to bring back the midweek streams like what I'm doing now. I'm thinking of doing early morning walks because it's good for you. Then I want to do late night gaming sessions. At the moment, I'm currently en route to getting Grandmaster on Overwatch, so I want to do a series on that. And then I want to do collab gaming streams like I used to do half a year ago. Wow, these are good. Playing games like Peak and such. And like the one that Nanami mentioned at the Hanami event. Hey Austin, how's it going? Did you even sleep, mate? A little bit. A tiny amount. But I've realised with the Hanami season already starting, I've got like 2 weeks to get as much exposure to these flowers. And with my work schedule, I'm not really going to have time to enjoy it. So I'm forcing myself to wake up early, stream it, because that's extra motivation, and just enjoy the Hanami whilst it's here, you know? Grandmaster, absolutely, baby. I am at Platinum right now. I've finally broken metal ranks, and I'm halfway through Platinum already. I think the next rank is Diamond? I'm not exactly sure. I've never gotten this high before, but I'm fucking killing it in Overwatch right now, so I'm massively grinding away. And I figured I might as well stream it as well now. But the issue is, every time I stream it, I do significantly worse than when I'm just playing on my own. But good morning, Austin. Motorcycle shopping? Nah, no motorcycle shopping for me. Talking to John and his wife about his motorcycle. Apparently it really fucking hurts for like long commutes. And I like my little Blossom. I don't need anything other than her. Oh, that's a big heron. Oh yeah, Austin, you confused the fuck out of Ruby's auntie. She sent me a screenshot last night saying, "What did he just do to my account? He better not have touched it." And it's like, no, it's a good thing. He's bought you a subscription. It's like, I don't want no subscriptions to no services. It's like, no. It's good. You get free viewing with no adverts. It's all good. And then she said, "Oh, okay, but you better let him know that doesn't earn him a date with my sister." Okay, off again, so tired. Oh, there you are. But hopefully catch you again soon. No worries. I'm surprised that you're still functional. You stayed awake until like 4 a.m. last time. That was ridiculous. Oh. God, this air is nice. Peace Tower, and then this section is finally looking nice. Just like 4 days ago, none of the cherry blossoms were in bloom yet. Oh. Insomnia sucks. Absolutely, it sucks, man. But yeah, Lunadia, I'm still waiting on Nanami to message us about the game that she wants to play together. I think it was something called We're So Cooked. I think she's probably forgotten it and she's focusing on her Valorant games right now. Bye-bye. Thank you for dropping in. But yeah, Austin, I have a laundry list of squats that I need to do. I'm not going to get them all done today. I'm planning to get half of what you set for me done by the end of this stream. So I should get it down to 350. Which is also a good thing. First thing in the morning, get the blood pumping just before work. I wonder if I can loop through the private section of the park yet, or whether that's closed. Oh, also, for anyone that was in Nomad's stream yesterday, was everything okay? I've seen a couple messages in the Discord. It sounds like he's burning out or something. I hope he's doing all right. Oh, that's nice. Ooh. Oh, that's really nice with the cherry blossoms hanging over the lake. Damn. Yeah, when you left, Austin, we got hit by like a huge rainstorm. We literally got, I think, 5 minutes more up the mountain when you left, and then we heard some thunder, and we're like, oh, it might start raining soon, I guess. We should probably start heading back. We turned to head back, and within the next 5 minutes, chucked it down. We had to run into a store, and we were stuck there for like 20 or so minutes, and the rain wasn't letting up, and then the shop clerk came out with 4 like Power Ranger coloured umbrellas, kid-sized, and she's like, oh, here, take this. So we're like, thank you so much. What do we owe you? She's like, no, it's free. And I was like, no, I can pay. She's like, no, do not do that. Get out of my shop. I was like, oh, okay. And then when we got down the mountain, back to the car, everyone was saying, oh, Ben, you should do some squats. I'm just looking around going, I'm not risking getting my equipment wet. I just want to get out of here, get somewhere dry, and then wrap up the string because I had like 10% left of my battery. So I couldn't do any squats last night. You have a British question, go for it, my good man. Ooh, looks like the cherry blossoms are blooming on the other side of the lake now. Ooh. Yes, it's looking so good. Literally 2 days ago, those trees were just branches. It's so wild how quickly the trees change. Like the whole park that Ruby and I went to when we had a picnic just 2 weeks ago, it's just green now. Not a speck of pink left. Is Greggs considered fast food? Absolutely it is. Not in the same way like McDonald's is considered fast food. McDonald's, Burger King and KFC are like their own unique brand of it, where it feels super unhealthy to buy it. Greggs is kind of like an in-between between like a convenience store and a fast food restaurant. Because the only products that they serve are pastries. Is closer to a bakery, I guess. But yeah, actually you stumped me now. Is it considered fast food? I would consider it fast food in the sense that you go in, you grab and you go out. But it feels closer to going to a supermarket and getting their meal deal. Like in the UK, we have a shop called Tesco's where they have a whole section dedicated to cheap lunch items where you go and I think it's £3.20 for a sandwich, a drink and a bag of crisps. It feels closer to that. And then why do you think it hasn't made its way elsewhere? Ooh. I think because it's so brown and beige coloured. I think that's genuinely the reason why it's not popular anywhere else. It looks and feels super British. And British food is like, I don't know how or why it came about, but internationally British food is like really looked down upon. So when they go to places where a Greggs might be, they'll look at it and go, oh, I'll just rather go to a French bakery, get myself like a croissant or something. Also, it doesn't help that it's like a savoury like pastry. A lot of people, when they see a pastry, they expect something sweet, right? Time to make breakfast and prep lunch for the wife. Enjoy the day, hope the weather is great. Weather should be really nice. Looking at the forecast for today. Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning.
桜見事。
ねえ、よくあるね、今。
よくあるね。
そこの場所、今、何時間から入りますか ?8 時。
10分。
ああ、残念、1時間も。
残念。
ああ、well。
待ちましょう。ええや。
あ、イギリス人。
イギリス人。
はい、けどここに住んでます。
住んでるの。
はい。
すごい、一人で。
あ、いえ、私と彼女、けど彼女今、
彼女。
ね、彼女今寝ます。早いから。
早いから。
ね。
いつもこれは寝てます。
ああ、ね。ねねね。今あなた散歩しますか？
筋トレ。
筋トレ？
これ聞きながら筋トレ。
ああ。ね。
階段も行ってきました。
はい。
綺麗ね。
ね、めっちゃ綺麗ね。
めっちゃって言うなよ。イギリスでもめっちゃ。
ああ、イギリスこれじゃないです。これ本当に綺麗。イギリスよく緑の色多いけど、日本このピンクの色ありません。
ありません。
ね。
イギリスはビートルズか。
ビートルズね。
ビートルズね。マンハッタ
ン。ね。
うん。行きました。
あ、マンハッタン行きませんでした。
行きませんでした。
ね。
ジョンレノン。
じゃあね、私リバプール人からよくビートルズの音楽聴きました。ね、私の
ビートルズの世代。
世代。
世代って言った？
世代って何ですか？
世代なんだろうね。英語わかります。
大丈夫、大丈夫。今私 Google 先生に。
世代って言ったらなんつったらいいんでしょうね。
うん。世代？
世代と言わないもんね。
世代。仙台。そのマッチ？仙台？仙台じゃない。
なんて。
大丈夫。戦後
の生まれ。
ああ、わかる。これ。
どれどれ。なんて書くんじゃん。
ポストウォー。
ポストウォーって何？
ウォールの後で。ね、そのパパの後で。
後で。
ね。like 1950からくらい。
48年。
はい、そう。ね。
48年ビートルズ世代。ビートル大好きっていう
の？あ、日本にもビートルズここに本当に有名。
来ました
ね。面白い。日本にビートルズもっと有名。イギリスにちょっと有名じゃない。ね。若い人今ワンダイレクションとか テイラー・スウィフトとか、
うん
その人たちめっちゃ有名。私の
今
妹
は、でしょ
今、
今ね
私の妹さんたち、
妹さん
ビートルズ、3人あります。ね、シスター。3人いますから、その人たちは、ビートルズで聞いたことない。
そら昔やもん。
ね
ね。
ね
でも知ってるやな。
ね。私知ってる。私の学校、よくビートルズのミュージアムわかる？武術館武術館ズー。すいません。ミュージアムでない。
すいませんって来たの。
ミュージアム。
ビートルズ
ミュージアム。
BGM な。
BGM？博物館。
博物館、はい。
ね、ビートルズ博物館に私の学校よく行きました。けど私の妹さん、別の学校
行きました。
はい。ね、私、この学校。
あ、私これ。
あ、本当？同じ。そうですね。
教会は行ってません。チャーチは P。
P。
行ってないけど、バイブル
はい。
持ってまーす。持ってまーす。ね、アメージンググレースね。
ね、その時、けどその学校
行きました。
私行きましたけど、学校にお金ないでした。
お金ない？
はい。イギリスの学校3バージョンある。その学校とか、プライベートの
カトリックでしょ？
カトリックです。
私はプロテスタント。
あ、プロテスタントですね。はい。イギリスちょっとプロテスタントも
入ってます。
ね、4バージョン。カトリック私の、チャーチ・オブ・イングランド別の、プライベートそのめっちゃお金持ち人の学校。
お金持ちしか行かないの。
ね、行かないです。パブリックもこのバージョンは、天才の人。その学校来ます。私の妹さん、その学校来ました。
天才。
ね、私天才じゃない。
天才。いや、本当会いましたわ。
はい。お名前なんですか？
お名前はカトリックじゃないから一応プロテスタントというか、和美森屋。
はい、はじめまして。はい、和美さん。私はベン。はい。
ベンなの。
はい。
ベンケイシーじゃないな。
ベンだけですよ。
ベンっていうの。
そう、私イギリス人と背が高いからビッグベン。
ビッグベンってあるな。ビッグベン。
そう、わかりやすいですね。
わかりやすい。ビッグベン。
はい。
Have a nice day.
はい、ありがとう。You too. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Bye bye. Thank you. She's really sweet. Oh, what's going on in chat? I didn't expect it to go religious like that. Would Greg succeed if they open a drive-through? Absolutely not. They would not succeed with a drive-through. They need a lot of better marketing to get into places like France. If they break into France, they can break into anywhere. There are a few Greg drive-throughs. Exactly. They're not going to become hugely successful, unfortunately. It's very... it's difficult to explain because a lot of things that the British like are just like universally hated on. Like black licorice. A lot of English people love the shit out of black licorice, but it's never going to catch on anywhere else just because it tastes so freaking weird. Oh, I'm gutted. I wanted to go onto the hill that looks over the entire city, but apparently it doesn't open until like 8 a.m, which is a shame. Oh, my encoder went offline. Did it? Or is it just lying to me again? No, it's just lying to me again. Sweet. Oh. Well, whilst I wait for it to open, which is in an hour, I might as well get some squats done, you know. Put you guys there. So what, I've got 700 to do. Oh, no, I did drop. What happened? Am I in a bad internet spot? What happened? Did I F? No, I'm good, right? Weird. Anyway, I think you guys can see me. So let's get this backpack of mine off and get some squats in. Yeah, I feel kind of bad. I was going to go and talk to her about like, yeah, I got sent to a Catholic school, but turns out I wasn't that Catholic, so I stopped going to it. And then she's like, oh, I'm Catholic too. Look at all of these crosses that I've got around my neck. She had like 5 of them. I was like, oh, okay. I ain't got to say that no more. Oh. Okay, internet's packing back up again, which is good. Don't know what happened there. But yeah, 700 squats to do. I can definitely get them done. Let's angle it a bit down, so that way you can actually see that I'm doing these squats. I'm gonna get 100 done now, and I'm gonna do it every 15 minutes, I'm going to do 100. So I've done 300. No, I'm going to do every 50. I just remembered 100 is quite hard to do. 50 every 15 minutes. That should get me 4 times 50, 200 squats in an hour. So I could easily get 350 squats done before work. Right. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Austin 316
Jesus.
CST has gifted 10 subs to
Oh,
viewers.
you absolute bastard. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs, you prick.
Austin 316 CST
I've lost
has
count.
gifted 10 subs
What
to
was I on?
viewers.
I'll start from 10. I've forgotten what I was just on. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Ah, my knees. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Fuck, I'm still hurting from yesterday. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, ow, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. I've made a mistake, this is way hard. 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. You utter prick. Also, thank you so much. Best laid plans, man. Fuck's sake, should I tell him he's double counting? Am I? I know my maths is bad, but I didn't double count just then, did I? Hey, Big Head Susan, how's it going? Squats done. 50. Christ. You're just taking advantage of the discount at the moment, aren't you? You little prick. It's a weird feeling because I know that you're doing this both of malicious intent and out of a genuine desire to support the channel. So on the one hand, I'm super pissed at you for adding more squats to my plate. But on the other hand, you've basically just paid our SIM cards for the next couple of months. So thank you and fuck you. Man, it was such a struggle, man. Kotatsu Princess, I've just found out the nice side of the park doesn't open until 8 a.m. today. So I'm a bit stuck as to what to do and go and see. You know what? There's a whole section of the park that way that we've not been to yet. Let's go that way. Oh, yeah, it's lovely weather today. Oh, I've done my lower back in as well. Didn't know you could do your lower back in like that. Oh. What time is it for you right now, Austin, man? I can never figure out like when's the best time for everyone so that I can just plan my streams better. Like in London right now, it's late at night, so I know my whole family's asleep. And I think, if I remember right, there's like a 6-hour time difference between the East Coast and the UK. So if it's 11, it must be like evening for you, I guess. Oh, perfect time then. Naruhodo, that's why Luke streams this early, man. God knows how he does it. Oh, I've lost my chat. Doop. Doop. Come on, Ben, you got this. Ah, there we go. Did you say I told you so about the umbrellas? She did. 5 p.m. US Central is like 14 hours behind you. Jeez. 11 o'clock where you are, fine leg. So you guys are just about to go to sleep. It's weird to think about that. Well, I've done my sleep of the day. I've got my whole day ahead. You guys have finished your day. You've got nothing more to do now than brush your teeth. Weird. Completely weird. Like a huge event could happen in Japan, and for the next like 5 or so hours I could be in complete panic, but you guys will be busy getting your beauty sleep, none the wiser as to what's going on. Huh. The height train has ended. We reached level 3. Let's go. But remember, it's still Sunday. Yeah, it's still a weekend for you guys, lucky bastards. Oh, I didn't get any rest on the weekend. What did I do Saturday? Saturday, Kotatsu Princess and I got up to something. I don't remember what. Oh, we went to the izakaya that styled like an elementary school. That was a lot of fun, to be fair. Hanging out with Tokyo, on and off camera. It sucks. I really fucked up the camera settings. So the first hour, I'm not even on the screen, even though on the screen of the camera it looks like I am. So the first hour is basically just wasted content. Then the second hour, I think most people tune in, it's like, oh no, something's fucked. I don't want to watch this shit. If they're watching on their phone, it's a black screen. So no one showed up, and it's like, ah, shit, that was my bad. And I felt super bad for Harrison, Tokyo, sorry, coming all that way for a big stream collab. And the person that's hosting is just unprepared. So what have you got planned for the rest of your weekend then, Austin? Got to make the most of it. Only got 6 hours left. Oh, it smells nice in this area. Ooh. There should be, I think all of these in the next month are going to turn into lovely wisteria plants, which are these big bushels of blue flowers that Ruby adores. But right now, looks like I'm still too early. But it's cool to see them starting to sprout. Like, it's weird, it just pops out of the wood. And then it grows those green leaves. Like, how the fuck does it know to do that, you know? Mental. Life is just weird, bro. Like cherry blossoms as well. A big tree. That makes more sense to me, that type of tree, than cherry blossom trees do. They what? They grow fruit that then turns into a flower. Someone explained that to me before I even saw that type of tree. I'd been like, what the fuck are you talking about? Really just dinner and cleaning. It's my busy work time midweek and then Easter weekend. Oh, it's Easter. Is it Easter this weekend? I've not bought any Easter eggs yet. So just prep for work and Easter Passover. Fair enough. Oh, you're religious. I don't think people that aren't religious refer to Easter as Passover. I'm fairly certain if you said Passover to Ruby, she'd think, Passover what? What have we just missed? I haven't heard Passover since I was in high school. Ooh. This is a nice spot. I'll sit here for a second, let my legs rest up. And then afterwards I need to buy a drink. I forgot to bring my water with me. Oh, well half, so really Jewish. Oh, okay, fair enough. What was it? It's shalom. Shalom, my good sir. Oh. I used to be very religious growing up. I got sent to a Catholic primary and secondary school. And then after school, because both my parents worked, I was sent to my super religious grandma's house. Sundays we'd go to church whenever she was looking after us. And fuck me, it was the most boring time of my life. Sat in this cold, dusty church, reading a book that makes no sense to me because the words are too hard. Just waiting to go back home so I could play Pokemon Leaf Green. Damn. England versus Japan on Tuesday night, international football. Ooh. I'm going to get it in the neck by my neighbours. They'll be like, oh, Ben, are you ready for the football game? And I'm going to be like, I don't watch football, I'm so sorry. I don't know how the rules work. Mum raised us Baptist, but once I got to college and chose I'm not church anymore. Yeah, I feel like that's most people's situations now, right? Like, I guess with access to internet and seeing diverse ideas and other types of like media, you kind of just go, oh, why is it that I believe in this one? That's certainly the case for me. I think what broke my belief, stupidly, was watching those YouTube videos where it's like atheist owns religious person. I was like, this looks interesting. What's Ricky Gervais going to say that's so profound on late night TV? And then one of his statements, because he was being asked, like, why is it that you're not religious? Why do you not believe in God? And then he said something akin to like, there's over 4,000 gods out there. I just happen to choose to not believe in one more than you. Like, you've got the Greek pantheon, the Roman pantheon, you've got the Hindu pantheon, you've got the biblical gods from like, I don't know what you call the cluster of religions, the Jewish religion, the Muslim religion, the Christian religion. And yeah, when he said that, it's like, oh shit, he's right. Why don't I believe in like Zeus and stuff like that? Why do I believe in that guy? And then after that, I just could never, like, whenever I met my grandma, she's like, have you read your Bible? It's like, no, I've given up that. She was so pissed. If Japan gets upset, lie and tell them you're Welsh. I mean, I am practically Welsh. I did live on the border. But nah, I've got national pride, bro. I've actually got a massive Union Jack tattooed to my chest. I actually face paint my face at the protests whenever I go to a football match. Mum raised us Baptist. Fair enough. I know a lot of people, specifically in Japan, a lot of Americans that come over here are either fully in the, what do you call that? Oh, I had Monty Python in my head. It's not Monty Python. What's that? Is it Methodist Baptist? What's that called? Where they go around and they have weird rules to do with sleeping with their girlfriends, where they have a friend bounce on a bed. What's that called? Methodist? Catholic? Jehovah's Witnesses, wasn't it? Jehovah's Witnesses. No, not Jehovah's Witnesses. It's like a uniquely American version of Christianity, and they all travel across the globe to spread the good word. Mormons, that's the one, the Book of Mormon, Mormon. So many people in Japan that are from America are either former Mormons or current Mormons. I remember buying a second-hand kitchen countertop from a guy who used to live down the road from where we lived. I was like, oh, this is super cool. Like, why are you here? And he goes, oh, I'm here living with 3 other guys. It's like, that's a bit weird. Why are you living with 3 other guys? You said that you're not in any form of school or anything like that, so you're not in student accommodation. He goes, no, I'm going to spread the good word. And then he started like talking a lot about like his mission, about the whole church basically paying for his free vacation. It seemed like he wasn't really there to spread the good word, just have a good time in Japan. And then I saw him again at the local onsen, and we got talking more. It's like, yeah, I pretty much, I embellish what I've done. And then they give him extra money to go and do shit around here. Maybe that's why there's so many Mormons over here, because it's just a free holiday. So they come over, it's like, I want to become a Mormon. I want to spread the good word. And then they just enjoy an all-inclusive holiday. I'm thinking of soaking. That's exactly what I was thinking of. They don't want to be called Mormons anymore. Really? They don't, why don't, oh, I guess because it's kind of tarnished now, right? I know the Book of Mormon is meant to be quite uncomfortable to watch. Well, I don't know much about it, but my student flatmates, she bought a ticket to go watch the Book of Mormon with a mutual friend of ours who is a black lady. And apparently there was one scene that popped up where both sides felt very uncomfortable. I've never watched it, so I don't know what it's about. おはようございます。はい。いい天気ですね。ねえ。朝はいいですね。ねえ。けど後で、雨来ますね。今週。朝ね。午後昼からね。ね、午後。ああ、今日？今日です。朝ね。今日ちゃうかな。今日はいいみたいです。今日はいいかったです。ね。あ、明日から。あ、よかったです。はい。いってらっしゃい。Hey, look, you said, Aline, how's it going? It's a fabulous Broadway show, and if you can't go and see it and laugh, something is truly wrong with you. Oh, okay. I'll check it out then. There's a theatre in London. If I ever go back to England, I'll watch it. It's just like pointing out and poking fun at the crazy belief system. Then why did they get so awkward about it? She made it seem like she really fucked up buying this friend a ticket to watch it. So I thought maybe it like touched on slavery and shit, because it's set back in like the 1800s, right, in America. I'm not Mormon, but I was sure they don't get to decide where they get sent. I think you're right. There's a YouTuber called Johnny Harris, who's an amazing guy that used to do work with a company called Vox, and he does amazing infographics involving this map tool that he's made about political issues and borders that have been changing. One of his best videos is on the Hong Kong border, but he recently did a video on his life before doing YouTube, and it turns out he was Mormon and he got sent across to South America, I want to say. I could be wrong. It's either South America or Africa. And yeah, I think you're right. You said that you just didn't get a chance, or a choice, sorry, of where to go. The stage play isn't in the past. It isn't. It's just set on the main character sent on his mission and ends up in Uganda dealing with a warlord in African civil war. Oh, okay. Oh, God knows why it was super uncomfortable for them then. I don't know. I've not spoke to them since I left university, unfortunately. We met one time when we came back from living in South Korea. Oh, I was meant to do squats. But because of COVID and my long COVID symptoms, I wasn't able to go out as much, so I never really got to see them again. Oh, good night, Fine Leg. Thank you for joining. Oh, it's Modern Day. Okay. It's a comedy show written by South Park guys. That's how people got offended. Oh, that's nothing then. I might reach out to her. It'll be a good way to talk. It's like, hey, I'm planning on seeing the Book of Mormon. I remember you said that it was quite uncomfortable. Can you like give me a warning and then I can find out? Right, another 50 squats. Lucky Seedling, if you're not aware, every time that's a bad posture, holy shit. Man, I need to do some stretches. But every gifted sub that I get is worth 10 squats, and the lovely Austin over here really likes to see this boy's cake. So, 50 squats, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oh my knees, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, starting to hurt, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, oh, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Oh. Christ. Ow. Thank you for the snaps, Magpie. Squats. Done. 50. So that's 100 done or so. 100 I've done today so far. Fuck, I'm back down to 700. Respect on the 15 squats this early in the morning. Thank you, Jay Snow. Thank you for joining the Discord as well, man. Yeah, because I've got so many squats now, and I've got how many days to the end of the month? I've got today and tomorrow. My goal is to get it back down to 0 before April, so I can start the month afresh. And the Book of Mormon, as of March 2026, is celebrating its 15th anniversary, marking it as one of the longest running shows in Broadway history. Damn, I thought there's going to be a lot more Broadway shows older than like 20 years at least. Like Kinky Boots, how old's that one? I've seen that since I was a kid on the post in London. Excellent, you're back where you started today, you prick. If you don't finish, you're an April Fool and there's still almost 5 hours to discount gifties. Shit. I'm really not going to make it, am I? But with Katatsu Princess, she's not writing anything today. Hi, sumimasen. ごめんね。いいですか？She's focusing now on making short form content for her client. So she's moving, hopefully going to go into writing later, but she's moving away from English teaching, focusing on that form of work because it's the second easiest job that you can get here. She's currently in the process of applying to different writing companies for like travel journalism and such. But today, she uploaded a short form content on TikTok and she's feeling kind of low. She's getting a couple thousand views, which is great, but not really gaining traction. And then as we were going to sleep, she starts nudging me at like 11 p.m. go, Ben, look, shows me her phone. One of the videos said 6,000 and something. She swipes down and it goes 6,500, swipes down 6,700, starting to pick up traction. And we were both like, oh, what's happening? I actually don't know what she's on right now. Oh, you're writing a travel guide on Mount Yoshino or a festival guide for the Happenings Festival or Happiness Festival, plus some shorts for myself and my client. Yeah. Fresh on April and you still have 700 remaining. I know, it's that guy's fault, Austin's fault, man. I had like 100 to do yesterday and I would have gotten them done with like excess. Like I would have done more than I would have had to have done. And I would have had this whole reserve. I would have been in the negative, which would have been fantastic. But then Austin comes over with this 35% discount I didn't agree to and has ruined all of those plans. What's the easiest? Escorting? Could I do that? Escorting is actually really competitive, you know, like surprisingly really competitive, especially as a man. So, escorting is a bit different in Japan than it is in other places. You do have your online like boyfriend, girlfriend that will come, go on dates with you. But a lot of businesses like the, what do you call them? Oh, the host clubs, the host and hostess clubs are basically a brick and mortar escort service that you can go to. But because of some law that existed in the 20th century, post-war, Japan really cracked down on the hostess clubs and such. So those businesses got shuttered, a lot of the jobs went away, and the host business expanded due to the lack of hostess clubs. They basically took over those businesses, turned them into host clubs. So now there is a skewed amount of host clubs than there are hostess clubs. So to become a host is like a really popular and desirable job right now because everyone's going to them, business is booming for them. And it's now really competitive to get into the market. Whereas the hostess club, because they've lifted the restrictions now, they're a growing business. So a lot more women are becoming hostesses, but men are struggling to become hosts. It's actually really interesting. Easiest job in the world though, obviously English teaching. Second easiest job would be making short form content and getting super fucking lucky. But that requires an inordinate amount of like omikuchi and temple worshipping to get that type of luck, you know. Once you've got that luck, easiest job in the world. You just go somewhere, take a couple videos of a park or something, slap them together in CapCut with some sort of, what do you call that, a preset video where you just put in your own videos and it does the editing for you. Upload that and you make what, 10K? It's crazy. Some of the people that I've spoken to about it all, because I've been trying to get advice on how to manage my time with streaming and obviously content making, because I want to start making YouTube videos. Because the streams are nice, but I want to have like a product that I can look back on, like something that's going to be actually useful for people that want to live in Japan, you know. And so many people I've spoken to have said like, long form is great, obviously, but the short form is where the money's at now, which is crazy. Oh, my legs are hurting. I think the easiest next step to living in Japan is just get a girlfriend or boyfriend over here, man. That's how a lot of my friends have done it. It's probably how Luke has managed to do it as well, man. That Mrs. visa, we like to refer to it as, like, you don't need a job, You don't need to make an income. You just need to have a partner, and then their visa will let you stay. Hi! お元気ですか？英語わかりますか？あ、わからない。イエマンだけですね。Oh, that's a beautiful tree. Look how nice that tree is, man. Especially with the Peace Tower. That guy just then on the wheelchair just looked at me and went, yeah, man. I just know how to treat life if it feels safe, quiet, then trusting walking and mass transit. Oh, you don't know? Yeah. I feel like the American training. John, who I was with yesterday, the way that he was talking about changing his frame of mind when living in Japan, like he got into a motorbike accident and was terrified to go to a hospital. The way he talks about it feels very, very reminiscent of like a war veteran returning home and like having to change his frame of mind, like no more panicking over like a sudden artillery strike and waking up in cold sweats and shit. He made it sound like that. Like he's got some sort of American PTSD, and then like living in Japan is helping him overcome that. Whoa. Oh, there's a secret path here. Okay. I'm still learning things about this part, man. It's great. And then you go to Japan, where you're raised to be aware and think of others. Yeah, that's a good thing, but almost to a point of fault. Like, what do you mean I've got to go and buy a bunch of gifts for a bunch of people that I never interact with because I've gone on holiday? Oh, hello. So cool. But every time I see these now, I'm just think he's going to open his mouth and there's going to be a human head inside because of the boy and the heron. But yeah, I think definitely going from like super individualistic society, England is quite like that as well now, to somewhere like here where there is no sense of individualism. It's such a huge whiplash. And it took me like a year, even though like I feel like I'm quite, not converted, used to that type of culture already from living in South Korea. I am happy to live for the people rather than for myself. Like, I don't want to hurt others. I don't want to make life more difficult for others. I want to pay tax so that everyone can get like access to the things that they need. But here they take it to the extreme. So you basically sacrifice yourself for others. You do extra overtime because your boss is doing extra overtime, and it's not fair on your boss to do overtime whilst you're going home and stuff like that. And it's just, it sucks because it's definitely the only detriment to living here. And if you don't know how massive Houston and Texas are, the sprawl. I love the idea that I could walk what would be my neighborhood dog loop and could hit stores. Yes, I 100% agree. I've spent many summers in the US, and honest to God, I fucking hate, what do you call them? I think they're called stroads in the UK, where it's like a street and a road. There's nothing for miles. You might see a Walmart on a walk, at least in Florida. I don't know what Texas is like. And I've seen maps where someone's got an apartment and then the Walmart is on the other side of this creek, which should be a 2-minute walk. But because of the way that the road is built and the fences they put up, it takes them 2 hours round trip. It's insane. Areas of the UK are similar, where it's sprawl. My hometown is basically just suburbia, nothing but suburbia. And then the local shops, for me, is like an hour walk away. But no, I agree. That's what I love about Japan right now. I bring it up whenever me and Ruby walk around to like a new area. There'll be an apartment building, and then underneath that apartment building, there'll be like a cafe. And then down the road on the street corner, there'll be a convenience store. And then you've got all these hospitals. One of the best things about this place is the hospitals, man. I got my thumb really injured washing some glasses, and I was like, shit, what do? I don't know how to call like an ambulance. I don't know where I go. And then I thought, wait, I live literally around the corner from a hospital. I'll just walk there. Took me 5 minutes. Probably should have called for some help because I was bleeding quite heavily, but you're never far away from something that you need. It's great. Your daily commute is about 22 miles each way. Fuck that. 22 miles is ridiculous, man. I will say, if Japan's overbearing work culture is something that you don't think you could push past, London is pretty much what you're talking about right now. I will say London has its own unique set of issues, different to Japan, but a lot of the benefits are the same, where you've got very top of the line public transport throughout the city. You can get to basically any area of that city in under an hour, from the far west to the far east. You've got hospitals and doctors everywhere. You've got local shops, multicultural shops as well. Some of them will be Indian specific, some of them will be Polish goods specific. The only downside is the weather fucking sucks and the people are absolutely miserable. Hey Duke, how's it going? Hey, vertical means kawaii. Kore, kawaii desho. Weren't you all just talking about how shit it was? Yeah, it was. I really didn't like living in London. I will say there are definitely benefits. Oh, 1 second. There are definitely benefits to London. But for what I want to do, I want to do this. But I don't have stuff like this in London, you know? There is nothing as pretty as this area that you can go to. There are some really nice parks, but when you go to them, it's either going to be rainy or cold. And I don't like the cold. I want to go to a beach. I want to go camping somewhere and relax in the rivers. That's one thing I really love about here. You can go river swimming pretty much anywhere in the summer. You can't do that shit in the UK. Hey Sol, neighbour next door, how's it going? Very early morning today. Let's post up at this park bench. Time to do another 50 squats, but I need to rest my legs a little bit longer. Oh, all right. The thing that amazes me about the UK is the lack of natural disasters. Yeah, there's a really fun map that someone made on Reddit that kind of emphasizes that. They basically look at certain sections of the world and they assign a video game difficulty level, and they assign easy mode to the UK, and it's true, it's so true. We have no natural disasters, we have no dangerous wildlife. I only found out recently that we have snakes, technically. The most dangerous thing that you're going to come across in the UK is a fox rooting through your rubbish, or, well, other humans. Humans are fucking dangerous in the UK, man. Even in Korea, it's come out. Yeah, it's so nice today, isn't it? The weather's picking up, the trees are looking gorgeous. I will say, I am not upset that I lived in the UK, or that I was born from the UK. I think UK life is, you're never going to truly like places that you originally start at because you're more ingrained in it, you're more aware of its faults. It's only after you leave an area that you realise the benefits that you had, how good you had it, you know. That said, there are so many fundamental issues that I look at. It's like, if they just looked at other places in the world, everyone could get around to fixing them. I feel like that's a big thing with the US right now. So many people in the US get told all throughout their life that the US is the #1 country in the world and they won't hear anything different. But as soon as they come to Japan or the UK, we were telling one of our friends who's from North America, the UK has universal free healthcare. You don't need to show a health card. You don't need to be a resident of the UK. If you're on holiday and you break your leg, they will treat you because they're just not going to let you hang around with a broken leg with no way of fixing that. And they were like, you do that? It's like, yeah. But you wouldn't know other places do stuff like that if you never traveled, right? True, mate, touche, right? Hey, G-Wick, how's it going, man? So you spent summers in Florida and then got to home and to none of those mosquitoes. See, there wasn't many mosquitoes when we went. It was the crocodiles that terrified the shit out of us. It's the 30th in Japan, it's the 29th, yeah. Whole day ahead, bro. I gotta tell you, the future is looking pretty bright. Should have brought my sunglasses. But no, I used to go to Disney World every year with my family. Not every year, we'd alternate. Disney World 1 year, then we'd go to Spain, Porto Ventura the next year. And honest to God, I fucking loved Florida. I know that it gets such a bad rap now, but it was my favorite place to go to when I was growing up. Loved Universal Studios, loved SeaWorld, still love Disney World. It's incredible. And then we'd rent a villa that has its own outdoor private onsen pool. And we'd spend like one day at the pool, enjoying the house, and then the next day going to different theme parks, going to water parks. It's part of the reason why I wanted to move to America, because the weather was nice and the buildings, your houses are incredible. It doesn't look pink in Korea, more white this year. Oh, it depends on what flowers. Right now I'm in the white cherry blossoms. Later I'm going to take you to the dark pink area, which is gorgeous. But you have Boris and the King. Yeah, I mean, Boris is fun when he's not in charge of the country. By the way, the postcard never showed up. Probably got held back, maybe. Oh. I'll try and send you another one. We definitely sent it, and we definitely sent it correctly. I don't know why it didn't make its way to you. I did send you the video of us sending it to you, right? If it didn't have the amusement parks, everyone would know it's an armpit. Yeah. But it's because it was an armpit that it now has the amusement parks, right? No one wanted the land that was there. And if no one wanted the land, if people wanted the land, Disney World would never have been made. So thank God it was America's armpit. Yeah, we got spare postcards from our trip. I'll try and send another one. And instead of sending it through the convenience store post, I'll go directly to the actual post office here and get it sent that way. Sorry about that, man. 3 months in and it's still not there is ridiculous. When do you finish stream today? I finish stream in an hour and a half because I have to work at 9. But I need to get 350 squats done. So far I've done 100. So, without further ado, let's get another 50 done. Oh, it's not windy today, so I can put this up a bit higher. Oopsie daisies, hi. Kind of looked like a BBC presenter just then. So you see, in Japan, you have the lovely cherry blossom, and they have a culture of drinking sake as they sit and admire the beautiful colours. That sounded more like Chris Broad, if I'm being honest. Oh, right. I still say that if/when things ever settle down, you need a legit Texas. I really want to go to Texas, man. You don't understand. When I was growing up, Austin, Texas was the place that I wanted to live in. I would happily go there. But I need to do 50 squats. So I'm going to quickly get them done and then head back to chat. I'll do it this way. You don't need to see my ass. You guys can see me, sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
Too big, isn't it? I have this much though.
I'm in so much pain. He's giving it gas now. 32, 33, 34. Fuck. You did wash your hands after you went to the toilet, right?
Let's see.
You did wash your hands after you went to the toilet, right? 9, 43, 44.
Oh, hello, there's another fruit.
48, 49, 50. Fuck. Done. 50. It's not cold today, no. It's, what's the weather today? 1 second. I'm in so much pain. There we go. No, the weather today, bro, it's like I've only done 50 today. Wait, so if I've done 150 now, I've got 200 more to do. That's gonna leave me with 450. I'll be happy with that, less than 500. But no, the weather today, right now it's only 15 degrees, but I think it's gonna get as warm as 23 degrees today. Some locals that were walking past me said that it's gonna rain in the evening. Yeah, 10 o'clock at night though, so that's fine. But it's gonna get a high of 23 degrees at 2 o'clock today. Thank you for the snack, Katatsu Princess. But I'll do a visit and food tour of the 4 major cities for a few weeks. In all of America or in Texas specifically? Because the only cities in Texas I know is Houston, Austin, Dallas, and I don't know the other one. It's beautiful though. Let me show you my view. Like, you can't really see it from here, but I can see the windmill off in the distance. And then over there is the Chinese pagoda that sits on the lake that I think they're opening up sometime soon. So once that's open, I want to take you guys there. Fort Worth represent. The only fort that I know is Fort Knox, and it's because my Samsung phone tells me about it. But I'm fairly certain that's in Korea though. Oh, my legs. I should probably do some stretches as well. That'll be the last thing I do, I guess. Stretch out the pain. Oh. Buckle up. Spin it that way. There we go. I know I was doing something wrong. Fort Worth is the jewel of Texas. Fort Knox is a San Francisco jail. Why the fuck is Samsung's security system called Fort Knox then? Every time I boot it up, I get a little logo of a castle and it calls itself Fort Knox. I thought it was like a military stronghold that was used in the Korean War. Oh, thank you, Magpie. I was gonna say. No, Alcatraz, could you imagine if they're using Alcatraz to advertise a security system? That'd be mental. Oh, that's a nice tree. And it's just starting to bud. Look at that. That's gonna be gorgeous. See, I prefer the colors of these trees more so than the white colors. But these ones in particular over this way. Ruby and I had a picnic in this section of the park and I got shat on twice by a pigeon. Ruined my whole day. But the trees are worth it. Also, Fort Worth isn't the jewel of Texas. Apparently it's just a hole. Bro, you need to check your facts before you start spitting them, you know? Oh, this is for sure the best area though. I'm surprised more people aren't here. Like, if you look on the floor, it's just littered with bright pink cherry blossoms. It's like something out of Narnia, man. Oh, and it smells beautiful. Unfortunately though, some people have left it looking in a sorry state. When people tell you that Japan is a super clean country, they're lying. They're just as bad as everyone else, man. Oh. And then over that way, got a lovely golf course that Ruby and I should do at some point. 2 years of living here, we've never gone to it. Let's get situated. Oh, oh my legs. There we go. Ale. I have a bad joke. People from the UK, once they leave, they see colours and realise the world's general colour tone is not sepia. Bro, I was saying this in the car ride to the Osaka temple that we went to yesterday. it sucks. The color grading of the new Harry Potter TV show is genuinely super realistic. If you go to the UK, it does look like that. Grey, blue, cold, miserable colors. And it sucks. Like they're going in that direction for the Harry Potter TV show because the first movies were so nice and warm colored, golden colors, hopeful. But it's true, the UK is just fucking, it's blue all year round, except for like 2 weeks in the summer where we get a little bit of sun and a little bit of a yellow color tint to the world. And then everyone's hopes raise up and we have to carry that hope for the rest of the year to see us through the winter. It's why I hated living in the UK. It is a fact. It's why I hated living there because, yeah, the weather sucks, it rains, big deal. But it's the constant grey colours and the constant blue filter that you have. It's a permanent sepia filter in front of you. And it just makes you miserable. The rain I can deal with. I have an umbrella. It's the colour of the city makes it look shit. And it's why we like Spain so much, because it's got that nice warm golden colour, despite the fact that it looks like any generic European city. I walked out after I sent about the food tour. What did I miss? 50 squats. I'm now in a better area of the park. This area's got these lovely dark pink trees and a golf course. And then Duke was saying, I've got a bad joke about the Brits. London, once they leave England, they realise the world isn't just constant sepia filter. And Ruby and I are saying, yeah, that's just fact. It's true. The UK is just a constant sepia filter, man. And it's the main reason why I wanted to leave. Spain isn't a city. I know it's not a city. I was saying Spanish cities feel like any other European city, but it's why we love it so much. I think the highest foreign population in Spain, I could be wrong now, it could have changed, is old retired Brits trying to escape the miserable grey weather of the UK. Specifically the southern coast along the Mediterranean. They want to get as much distance between themselves and the UK as possible. The UK is interesting to us here just because of history. Yeah, the history is really interesting. We just don't have things that old. Isn't the oldest thing that you have from the 16th century, right? That's kind of old. Older than some places, like South Korea, despite being one of the oldest societies in the world, I think the oldest building that they have is only 100 years old. Spain is the Florida of Western Europe. No, absolutely not. That would be towards East Europe. I'd say potentially, what's south of Croatia? What is south of Croatia? I don't know my Eastern geography that well. Maybe Bulgaria or like Serbia is like the Florida of Europe. I think Spain is more like the California, Arizona. It's a similar sort of vibe. It's very dusty, deserty, gorgeous beaches. The economy is now finally growing, which is nice. Back when I was in school, I think Greece and Spain were like really struggling, but now they're becoming like the powerhouses of Europe, which is fantastic. Africa is south of Croatia. Africa is south of all of Europe, bro. Do you not know how wide Africa is? Africa is wider than Russia. That's how wide Africa is. It encompasses Europe, bro. But no, south of Croatia is Italy, bro. Oh, I see, you're just being pedantic, you rude bastard. But yeah, I would say, if we're going to generalise, United Kingdom is very much like Washington State. No, because Washington State's still got trees. Weather-wise, I'd say it's close to Washington State. Then I'd say Norway and the Scandinavian area is quite similar to like Minnesota, where it's cold, it's snowy, but it's got beautiful lakes. Then I would say Germany is very much the Washington DC of Europe. Spain is very much the California. There's a lot of rich culture there. Same with Italy. Italy and Spain are kind of like twin brothers. They are the culture, they're the soul of Europe. France is very much New York, I would say, New York. London and France are very New York. The rest of England is very northern states, Washington, like Scotland is very Washington state. Florida and that any sort of like hillbilly redneck area I would attribute to like Eastern Europe. When you see like Florida man stuff, our Florida man stuff is some, well, what do you refer to those cluster of countries? Like Baltic states. It feels very much like that. The videos they put out on TikTok, it'll be the most stupidest shit. I think Skibbity Toilet originates from a Baltic state, like some sort of post-Soviet Union country. I don't know which country though. Where is Skibidi Toilet from? Skibidi Toilet, where? Made. Alexei Gerasimov. Where is Alexei Gerasimov from? Alexei Gerasimov, known as Da Fuck Boom, is from Georgia. That makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. Georgia and Azerbaijan are like the forgotten European countries. Born and raised in New Orleans, I love the mixed culture of people, and so moving to New York City 18 years ago was easy. I love having 4 distinct seasons. Yeah, not just constant heat and humidity, right? But New Orleans is just warm and hot. See, as a Brit, I really fucking love the weather in Florida. One of my favorite memories with my family was going to Disney World's Animal Kingdom. I think we went in the winter, like February, March, during your rainy season, whenever that was, because we didn't want to go when it was sweatingly hot and we were passing out, but we still wanted the warmth. But we didn't realize it was rainy season. But having hot rain for the first time was such a mindfuck for me, because in the UK, when it rains, it's cold. Over there, it was raining and it was like having a morning shower. So me and my mum, we let everyone run to the taxi and we just splashed in the puddles. We got soaked. It was so much fun. See, AI says that I should move to Aberdeen to get the closest life to Houston, but the weather is nowhere near the same. Yeah, I don't know where Aberdeen is. I've heard of it. Where is that? Aberdeen, UK. AI says Aberdeen is the closest to Texas. Fuck off. Aberdeen is meant to be a really gorgeous place. I've heard people talk really nice things about it, specifically university students that head that way. Do not go to Scotland if you're after something similar to Texas. It is arguably the most gorgeous area of the British Isles, but fuck me, is it cold. I would say Scotland is very close to Washington State. Yeah, it's Scotland, because they have the oil industry jobs. They're not wrong, but we don't really have an oil industry in the UK anymore. We're dialing that back. Scotland now, the main things that they export is wind energy, because we get a huge bunch of I think from the Gulf of Mexico, that stream, huge amounts of wind that pass through the northern parts of Scotland. And then their second export, what was it? It was wind, electricity, and then whiskey, obviously. Whiskey business is huge over there. Scotch whiskey is the soul of Scotland right now. What was the other one? I had it in my head and I've forgotten already. It'll come back to me, I can't remember. But wind energy is like their priority right now. Oh, the nuclear submarines. The maintenance of the UK's Trident system is a huge industry in Scotland. Hey, Tony, how's it going? British Pudding is my sister, welcome. It's very late for you now. It's midnight for you, you should be asleep. But good morning, you join me in the lovely Surimi Cohen, surrounded by these lovely cherry blossoms. I'm trying to, whoops daisies, get the 650 squats that I've got left to do. I'm trying to cut that down to 400 before I start work. But lucky Seedling, why was it that you moved to New York then? Was it just to escape the heat, or did you want more exposure to different cultures? Because if you're wanting a change, I know you probably aren't. I was going to suggest London, as much as I dog on it, is like the melting pot of Europe at least. There are so many different cultures there and so many different shops. I was saying earlier that you'd walk down the street and you would have your normal supermarket, you'd have your Indian supermarket with specific Indian goods, a Polish market with Polish specific goods, some Eastern European market that you've never heard of selling a cluster of like different vodkas and shit. It's really cool. New York, I've gone to once, and I gotta be honest, I didn't really like it that much. I like how multicultural it is. I love Central Park, gorgeous, Statue of Liberty, fantastic. I hate how straight your roads are. Like the grid system that you guys have feels super unnatural to me. Sapporo in Japan has the same system. I think the guys that made some big American cities came over to help them make a city in Hokkaido, and they did it on a grid system, and it feels so weird to be able to like look down and just see nothing. It goes all the way to the horizon. The submarine system is called Triton. Yes, that's the one. Your camera is missing. Your expensive one. Isn't that that was in the conservatory the last time I saw it? Is it not there anymore? Benji, straight roads are called urban planning. They are not called urban planning. They're called laziness. It's the most soulless looking city structure that you could possibly build. You were just complaining about this as well, Austin, about how American cities are sprawled and it doesn't have like what Japan cities have, where you've got a cafe, like 15-minute cities. You don't have a cafe, dentist, hospital, shop, all within 15-minute walk. You can't do that with the straight road system that New York has. Lol, as in the Greek sea god. How very Scottish, I know. If I'm correct, I don't think the Scots got to decide anything about the Trident system. If anything, they fucking hate it because it puts like such a target on their back. Because if, say, God forbid, Russia decides that the UK poses a great significant threat, they won't strike London first. They'll strike the port in the north of Scotland first, because that's where our nuclear missiles are kept. That's like the only place we keep them. I don't think we have a land-based nuclear missile facility. It's all on the submarines that we got. That's why I always keep it, but it's not there now. Bought a new lens for it, realized it was gone. That sucks. I would hazard a guess that our youngest sister might have borrowed it. I don't see the middle sister having any use for that. Well, that's also zoning restrictions. True. Zoning restrictions suck, man. The UK has very stringent zoning restrictions too. Japan's zoning restrictions could do with a little bit of restriction. Round the corner from here is the business area, filled with like giant warehouses and trucks. And surrounding that complex of businesses and warehouses, there's a handful of apartments kind of squished in, I guess for like company housing and such. But it looks so strange to see like a 3-story tall apartment next to a convenience store, surrounded by these giant like 20 feet tall buildings. By the way, you quit teaching, Sol. Fuck. What are you doing now then? Houston was designed during the Cold War, so the sprawl was done to prevent nuclear destruction with NASA and all the refineries here. Spread it out so that way it can't hit everything at once. Would that have helped? Doesn't Russia and you guys have like thousands of nuclear missiles? They'll just send a couple extra, no? I want to do something different in 2026, but now it's difficult to find something different because of the situation. What situation? I thought Korea was doing well, no? No, but congrats on taking the first step. It's always terrifying to try and move out of an industry that you're already a part of. I know Ruby's currently slightly freaking out because she's quit teaching. She doesn't want to do that long term, so she's like, if I do it any longer, I will never leave. But the stress that it puts on you, especially when you don't have something lined up already, good luck and congrats, man. What is it you're trying to do now then? So just take a rest and looking for some part-time. Fair enough. But what is your ultimate goal? Are you wanting to stay in South Korea, or are you wanting to make the move back to France eventually? Oh. I've got an hour left. How many squats do I have left? $650. I'm not going to get down to 400, am I? I have an hour. I'm doing 50 a session. That's 4 times an hour. I can do maths, come on. 50 times 4. 200, fuck me, why was that so hard? 650 minus 250, I can get it down to, no, I might be able to get down to 450. You'll never get back to France. So used to the pali pali. What's pali pali? Oh, pali pali chusio. Yeah, I get you. You're part of that grind now, man. Yeah, I feel you. I much prefer living in Asia than I did in Europe. There are some places in Europe that I would love to go and live in. Switzerland, big surprise for me. Loved the shit out of that country. Specifically the Interlaken region. If you want to go, highly recommend Interlaken. It's got 2 lakes on either side of this lovely little village. and it's got so many activities that you can do. There's a paragliding section where you go to this mountain that's just next to the village, and you go and basically do a loop of the lakes as you come back down. And then you've got a mountain range, what was the name of the mountain? I can't remember the mountain, but it's the fourth largest mountain in Europe. And they've got a train system. You can take from the train in the city all the way to the top of that mountain. It was bizarre, to say the least. I think Switzerland has become my favorite country in Europe. If we were to ever live in Europe, I would either choose Switzerland, Sweden, or maybe Spain. Even if it's hard and struggling, I love Korea. Yeah, Korea, for me, the thing that I loved about it was the dramas and the food. I don't think I've come across food as good as Korean food. Also, the alcohol is cheap, man. A bottle of soju is like cheaper than a bottle of water over there, which is crazy. The thing I didn't like about South Korea was the work culture, and also just like the way the cities are built. When you go to Seoul, despite having Seoul in the name, it kind of feels a bit soulless. It's not their fault. I think they built the city at like a fast rate post-war, whilst being like the poorest country in the world. So a lot of places were done on the cheap in a very brutalist way. So a lot of buildings feel like these giant concrete slabs that they've erected. Other parts of Korea that are gorgeous, like Jeonju, I think is my favorite city in South Korea. Wonju, though, in Gangwon-do, not to be confused with Jeonju. Jeonju is in the south-west. Wonju is in the east. You can take the KTX straight to there. Again, it's kind of brutalistically built, but they have a section just behind the bus terminal with this gorgeous town square filled with different bars, and they've got this lovely park with a child's play area, and you've got an arcade. It feels like a little 15-minute city that they just plonked just behind the bus station. Hey, El Tomo Loco, this is your first time following, bro? But if you don't work, no money, can't go out. Yeah, very true. So what is it that you're trying to do then? You've quit English teaching, which is like the easiest job to get. I'm guessing you're not going to go back to doing teaching. Is there a plan that you had in mind? Bro, nah, I don't know what happened. What happened is, you weren't supporting the channel, man. Appreciate you for following now, though. How you doing? You join me in Tsunami Park, enjoying the cherry blossoms before I go to work. If you want to know exactly where I am and where I've been, you can use this. There you go. Just having my breakfast before doing some squats. You want to work in a bakery? I did think that you had said you wanted to work or open a bakery. But because I wasn't 100% sure if that's actually what you said, and not just my assumption based on the fact that you're French, I didn't want to say it. Okay. That shouldn't be too difficult. If you find like an actual French bakery, there's not many French people over in Korea. You would probably have to move out of Seoul if you wanted like an instant job. But I'm sure it won't take you too long to find a job. The problem is I don't have a full university degree. You did a university degree to work in a bakery? Surely not. Oh, but the visa situation will be hard. Will you even be sponsored for a visa if you work in a bakery? I know if you work in a convenience store here, they won't sponsor your visa. You have to get like a working holiday visa or something to be able to stay and work in a convenience store. Or they expect you to be like a student on a student visa. How long does your visa last? Almost done with this, and then I'll get some squats done, because it is now 8 a.m. Oh. So right now, just take a rest because almost burnt out. Yeah, that's fair. Korea's work culture is a lot harder than Japan's work culture. Oh. Right. I was about to bend down in front of you, that would have been wild. Oh.
This is stupid.
I disconnected. That's never a good sign. Why oh why did the input so stall? Let me get my second sim on the go. So, just off in the distance, not sure if you can quite see it, there's a little mountain sticking out behind the rest of the mountain range. That mountain over there is Mount Fuji, which is insane because we're on the north. Okay, I'll turn this off. It's so soft, it's like Play-Doh. Oh, sorry. Hey, mate. Okay, we're back. Slight connection issues just then, that was weird. But I think we're good again. I'm not going to touch the bag anymore. Yeah, the connections... I had the cable issue again.
You go in and you kind of...
You end up feeling a bit fruity. Oh! Oh! Okay. We're having some sort of issue. Never a good sign, is it? Right. Let me spend some time fixing it. Yeah, I'm wearing the sandals again. Don't you judge. There is a mess of cables in here. I have made it needlessly complex. So let me fix that now. Could be that I've tugged on a cable that shouldn't have been tugged on because of this knot. And it's causing me to disconnect periodically. So, get this one cleaned away. There we go. This one's my spare. Need a who lets the dogs out sound redemption. Nah, because I'll just get bullied, man. And this cable is wrapped up in this cable. There we go. And I'll also plug in this SIM card, just in case it is the SIM card, so that's the issue. So 3 connections on the go. Cool. Then I can put this back in. And then this one too. Okay. Backpack, please be nice to me. I'm being super nice to you. Let's play ball. Cool. I think I'm good again. Right. Yo. Ah, perfect. I was just getting thirsty. Another good thing about Japan is if you do forget to bring a water bottle, why? Okay, I've moved the bag onto its back. Maybe that's... Let me put this on my back. And I'll just bring you guys closer, I guess. There we go. Yeah, right? It's weird. I don't know why it goes out whenever I step away. It's like it's an overly attached girlfriend, you know? The fuck? There we go. I'll just, whoa, put you guys like that. Give you guys a little bit of slack. Cool. You're not going to get the whole Benji view, unfortunately, but I think this will do you guys. On the count of 3. Yeah, it's super weird. It was what I was watching the bit rate, and it'd go 10,000, and then it'd go 5,000, and then it'd go 300, and then input stalled, and then 10,000, and it'll just repeat that on loop. But 50 squats here and now. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You scared the shit out of me, bro. I'll turn that down. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, shit, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay, I need a break, just a quick one. Oh shit. We're having a picnic tonight. Sorry. That sounds like a good idea. We're having sandwiches. We're having onigiri. I just had an onigiri. So let's do sandwiches. Let's get like a nice baguette from the pastry shop around the corner. 30 I'm on. So 20 more to go. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, fuck, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Oh, okay. Why don't I go to the gym? I don't have a gym membership anymore. So, I used to have gym membership at the local onsen, but because of Ruby's job, we never really had time to go. And then we were spending 20,000 yen a month on this membership we weren't using, and we were doing all the streaming. So I figured it'd be better to cancel that membership and just spend that money on getting my streaming setup sorted. Because you can exercise wherever you want. Also, the only downside though is that I can't just go to the onsen whenever I want. By the way, look how nice that tower is with the flowers right in front. Live stream at the gym would be a no-no. I think recording and live streaming at the gym is like fully banned. I see people do it in America, but it's not a thing in the UK or Japan at all. Because a lot of people, they're going to the gym to get fit. They're doing things that they're potentially going to be embarrassed about doing. And it just makes people uncomfortable. They don't want to be on camera whilst they're working out, you know. So, no gym streams from me, unfortunately. I'm sure you can find someone that'd be down to do that. But I'd probably swiftly get kicked out if I tried to do a gym stream. But instead, you get a lovely outdoor workout stream with me. What gyms have these cherry blossoms that you can work out with them behind? These ones are way better than the white ones though, aren't they? Like, look how bright pink this is. Compared to these ones, where they're just a little colourless. They're great when it's like bright blue skies or at night with illuminations. but there's something about the dark pink ones that I just like a lot more. They do it in France as well. Weird. Yeah, in the UK it's like really frowned upon. You do have fitness influencers where they'll like record their, like, it's weird. If you're recording to check on your form and check on your progress, that's fine. If you're a gym instructor or a fitness trainer and you're recording for your social media, that's fine, but they'll tend to have like a section area that they'll go to so they're not in anyone's way. If you're me, with no affiliation to any sort of fitness related business and trying to make a profit from it, then they'll be like, no, you have to get the fuck out. Gymshark CEO. I don't know much about Gymshark CEO. The only thing I know about Gymshark is that one of the YouTubers that I watch, Sidemen, specifically Ethan Payne, was like one of their first ambassadors. Let's get some water. There we go. Did I? I didn't clear them. Thank you. I spelt it wrong. Squats. Done. 50. There we go. 600 left to go. Sweet. That is progress. My first ambassador is David Lade. I don't know who David Lade is. Oh. Let's head to the top of this park. I think this is a shortcut. Just got to cut through the Kingdom of the Netherlands, swing by the Japanese meadow, and then pass through the Canadian Niagara Falls. Very weird saying all that together, isn't it? Oh shit, I can't go up this way. What? There is a way. Oh, it's the Spanish Garden I have to go through. No, this is correct. So I had 750. I believe I've done 200 now. Yeah, I've done 200 squats today. I had 750 when I started. Then Austin added an extra 50 squats up. No, 100 squats he's added. It was 100 squats you added today, right? Yeah, so 700 I started with, sorry. Austin added an extra, he gifted 10. How much was that? I can do maths, come on Ben. One gifted sub is 10, so 100. He's added 100, made it 800. I've done 200, so I'm on 600. Yeah, that's right. Hey Jeffrey, how's it going, man? You join me in the lovely Tsunami Park once again. I love this place a lot more when it's actually sunny and in season. Like the smells that I'm getting that you guys can't, unfortunately, is really nice. Yeah, thanks Austin. See, Austin's keeping track. It's his money on the line here. I want to go this way, don't I? Next one, do push-ups. I was thinking about doing push-ups, but push-ups are very difficult to do when I'm out in public. I don't want to put my hand on the floor where like a dog might have potentially shat. Also, it's very meiwaku, but I am planning on switching out the exercises either next month or the month after. Got to keep it fresh, you know. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to add more before the sale expires. Fuck's sake, man. Don't say that. Keep that stuff to yourself, man. That's just going to ruin my motivation, bro. Now I don't want to do squats. Yeah, prick. Oh, you can see the cluster of the cherry blossoms over here. So that's where I just was. That's the ring around the lake. I think that's the best spot for Hanami because they just have so many nice benches. Ooh. Little cobweb. How about doing abs? Again, that's throwing myself to the floor. The reason why I do the squats is because I'm not going to get in many people's way, and I'm not going to get like parts of my body dirty that I don't want to get dirty. I might do like, I'm going to be doing home workouts soon. Not home workout. I'm going to be doing home streams soon, sorry. Doing some gaming sessions with Lunadi, with some friends, and just general just chatting streams at home. A la Camera Paul. So I might do different exercises on stream for that. Different to like the squat goals for IRL. I want to keep the IRL stuff IRL. I might have different redemptions for you guys for when I'm at home, like sit-ups and such. Because I want to get nice beach body tummy, you know. Crunches could be fun. Crunches could definitely be fun. How's the yoga culture out there? Oh, yoga's like huge here. On the northern side of the park, we found a hot yoga studio that looks really interesting. I don't know if it's a yoga studio that you have to be hot to be able to go to, or if they make the room really hot so you sweat more. Do they have fitness conventions in Japan? I have no clue. I will be honest, I am not the most physically active or the sportiest person. I tend to just do calisthenic workouts. They probably do. Japan is like huge on fitness. Probably not as much as Korea now. Korea's got like this huge wave of like bodybuilders coming up. Do them or not, get psyched out, you prick. But yeah, the fitness culture around here is less so on like big bodies mentality. You can definitely find that, but a lot of the gyms around here are just old people, because a lot of the younger people will be too busy with work or raising kids. A lot of the gyms when I go, they're just filled with like retirees and such. Oh, we're going past Bulgaria right now. Right, we're going to be heading, now that I've got a map I can show you where we're going to. So this is the private area of the park. They've got different running tracks that you can go on. We've just gone up here, down this way, I'm currently here. Let's go to Mountain Square. Yeah, I noticed that. There's a TV show in South Korea called like Fitness 100 or Physical 100. There's like a huge, I don't know what started it, wave of intense bodybuilders in South Korea now. That's not hit Japan at all. I need the bathroom, but I don't know if there is a bathroom around here. No, I'm sure there is. Oh, another heron, just chilling. They're so cool, man. Like, they're so used to people. So they just hang around, unbothered. And they're massive as well. He's got his eye on me. Oh. Oh. Yes, good sir? Oh, you're gorgeous, aren't you? That's one thing as well I like about Japan, is the amount of... Oh, fuck. Scared the shit out of me, bro. It's the amount of wildlife that you can just stumble across here. Thank you for the snap, Katats Princess. How's Top Banana? Is she awake yet? Or are you waiting on her? Oh, and could I also be cheeky? And when I end the stream, could you make me a cup of coffee? Because I'll probably have to head straight into work once I'm back. Looks like the water's dying off here as well. For some reason, they're draining the water in this park. Yeah, this has stopped. What's going on? Maybe they turn on a pump or something when it's more busy? Like here, for instance. It's just, that used to be a waterfall, but now it's just still water. I don't know why, but on the flip turn, I expect to see the bird on your shoulder. Nah, you would have heard a very high-pitched squeal from me if that happened. Right. I feel like this is another good spot to hang out for a little while. Oh, there we go. I do desperately need the bathroom now, though. Let's not stay too long. Let's do a quick 50 and then head to a bathroom. There's a bathroom at the top of this hill, I believe. Have I effed by putting the bag down? No, good. think this is good enough distance. So this part is the Japanese park. You have cascading waters down that rocky pathway over there. You also have like an aqueduct built onto the right-hand side of this area, which tends to have a waterfall. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they don't. But then over this way, one of the more unique features of this park compared to other parks in this Sudami Park is the tea house. It's a traditional tea house that's only open one time a month, and you have to reserve in advance to be able to go and have some wagashi, which is the traditional Japanese candy, and get their matcha tea. We desperately want to do it. I think we're going to do it sometime in the summer though. Thank you for the snack, Magpie. A quick 50 before I go to the bathroom. Will I make it? I will not make it. I just thought if I squat down, that might be the end of me. Absolutely not. Let's go to the bathroom first and then we'll head back. Play it smart. Whoa. There we go. Oh. Yeah, I really ikitai desu. In the meantime though, this is a lovely walk first thing in the morning. Sun's out, flowers are blooming. It is crazy just how quickly that changed though. We were here on Friday and all of these trees were just branches. These ones are also really cool. I don't know what type of flower they are, but they've got them everywhere in this park as well. They smell really nice too. Oh. Yeah, right now it's pretty early, Magpie. It's also a Monday, so people are getting ready for work. People are getting ready for school. So I think right now, I am the youngest person in the park. I'm very fortunate to live as close to this park as I do. If I lived further afield, I wouldn't be able to do a stream quite like this. I'm planning on doing this more often because it's a way of getting me out of the house, extra vitamin D, and a lot more physical exercise. Right, I see the bathroom, so I'm gonna privacy mode for now, and I'll see you guys in just 2 minutes. Waluigi dance, bro. Waluigi dance is what, like a... Oh shit, there are people near. Oh, it's cold.
Nippy. Sand, pain. Oh, good.
Hi. I'm into my pocket.
We need a compilation video of Benji squatting in different places around Japan.
True, that'd be cool.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Hi. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Yep. Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh, shoot, on shoot. See my saying? Okay, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. もう一回, best out, 2 out of 3. Ready? Okay, じゃんけんぽい. じゃんけんぽい. Fuck! もう一回. Ready? じゃんけんぽい. What is going on? No, this is bullshit. You're cheating. No, I'm done. I can't lose 3 times in a row. That's so embarrassing. Oh. There's this. Oh, isn't that great, guys? I can't move too much. I am connected by cable. Yeah, welcome to America. I don't know if you guys can see it, but behind me is a world famous statue. The Statue of Liberty. She travelled all this way from New York just to come say hello. Ain't that great? Oh, such a good day. Yeah, I'm getting. Oh, what the hell? Ah!
He bullied me.
Thank you.
You're gonna suffer, but
What?
you're gonna like it.
Fuck, you nearly went for me. No, fuck off.
He
Not
knew.
for you. No.
Man arguing with pigeon.
No. Back
Like
up,
he
boy.
understands.
Why is he so fucking courageous?
He's
man?
aggressive. Look at this.
Oh, if he wants direct.
No.
Part, the stone thing outside as a wall, it's original.
Whoa, that's got that body.
You know, this is like a nail, so like it's kind of.
That's fine. That's honest. I've had way worse in my mouth.
If you were fine with it, you could have licked the table, by the way.
No, the table. I trust you to wash your hands after you go to the toilet. You did wash your hands after you went to the toilet, right?
So let's see.
You did wash your hands after you went to the toilet, right?
See, Chuck.
Oh, okay, now I'm not so fine with it. She didn't do it, did she?
You take less damage if you're holding shift.
You also move farther forward. Not for you, for Rad. Oh, I've got a stretch. One moment. Let me give you a nice full-bodied stretch this time, guys. Oh, I just punched the chair.
There's wind.
I'm back. Oh, God. Thank God I stopped to use the bathroom when I did. I would have definitely had an accident if I tried to squat just then. And it sounds like they finally got the water working. If I'd have tried to squat, they would have turned the waters on, and that would have been the death of me. I'm live, right? Scene successfully switched. Yeah, sweet. Oh. So this is the next garden that I would have took you to after the Japanese one, so I figured why not start again from here. The lovely Niagara Falls that is kind of not looking like Niagara Falls right now. It's only partially turned on. I guess the water has to build up in the lake just above that ridge. But this is a really lovely area. I think this spot is my second favourite picnic spot. What time are we at, by the way? 8:32. Fuck, I've got a lot of squats to catch up on. Right, no time like today. Let's get some done. Cool. Whew. Thank you for the snap again, Magpie. I always love you. I don't think Ruby ever got back to me about a cup of coffee for when I'm home. She doesn't love me. That is what it is. Right, 50 squats for you, Austin. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 1.
Lucky
2,
Cedar Lane just
3.
subscribed.
Oh, it's starting. 4. That's cool. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, fuck me, 30, my legs are already shaking, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, quick break. Oh God. Whew. That's still pretty fucking cool though, right? 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Squats done. 50. Oh. Wait, 560? What? That's not right. Hey, Lucky Cedaline, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Fuck, okay. Let's get a nice round number. Another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ow! Oh. Squats done. 10. Oh. Back to 550. But yeah, this is my second favourite spot. I'm a sucker for a waterfall. But there's a nice hidden waterfall that I keep all to myself on my lunch breaks. Right now it's dry, I don't know why they stopped the water. You're a beast, thank you so much. But this one has its own charm, doesn't it? And the smell of the water smells like a pond. Right, I don't have much time before work starts, so let's head to the best viewing spot of this park. Oh, my legs are killing me. Whew. It's weird seeing it so early because everything's just not on. That windmill, they've stopped it from turning. So I guess it's not windy, so it might be that there's just not enough wind to turn it. Or it's powered and it's all just a big fat lie. Oh, this is new. I've not seen this. So, this garden was built for the Flower Expo in 1990. If you've heard of the World Expo that took place last year, this is the 1990s Expo. They've got pictures of what it looked like in the past. That is very pretty. I don't know where this is. Oh, that's the lake. Okay. When the International Garden and Green Exposition was held in 1990, the exhibition area for the International Garden was located in the mountain area. So, where we're going to now. In the north central part of the venue, the scale is approximately 300 to 2,000 square meters per plot, comprising of 60 distinct sections, including 55 gardens presented by various countries and world organizers, 4 Japanese gardens and an outdoor theater. It welcomed many visitors as a world tour and a stroll, allowing them to enjoy the experience at a leisurely place. Each garden vividly expresses the natural environment, history, and unique cultural identity. Yeah, one of the cool things about this place as well, because it's in the 1990s, some countries that built a garden here straight up do not exist anymore. Like the Soviet Union is credited as the garden here, not Russia. And then they got a picture of this section. So this is 1990, 1991 to 2023. After the exposition, the site was redeveloped and was enhanced with new park facilities, now known as the Hanhaku Memorial Park Tsunami Rokuchi. It has become an urban park where visitors can experience nature up close while enjoying seasonal flowers, greenery, and despite being situated in the heart of Osaka. The International Garden was reopened in 1992 after redevelopment with 60 plots remaining on site. 60, same. In contrast to many other facilities that have changed significantly from their original state, the International Garden has retained much of its original landscape from the time of the exposition, and some of the original buildings have been preserved, showcasing the distinctive garden cultures of participating nations. The International Garden has long served as a place of relaxation for park visitors. By scanning the QR codes on the nameplates at each garden, visitors can see how they look during the Flower Expo. I want to do that later. I didn't know I could do that. And then from 2025 onwards, more than 30 years have passed since the Flower Expo, and as the facilities have aged, a large-scale renovation has been carried out in conjunction with Osaka Kansai Expo 2025. Key symbolic gardens and those that can easily be maintained in good condition after renovation will be preserved while enhancing their appeal, positioning these gardens as places to discover global garden cultures. For other gardens, their form and scale will be reviewed and repurposed for other uses. These spaces will be adapted to the needs of the times, creating opportunities for people to engage with nature and connect with diverse communities. As a memorial garden, the Flower Expo, it will be passed down to future generations with the aim and blah, 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 blah. So they are changing things soon, which is a real shame because I quite like the way that it looks now. But I did notice that the park is in a way better condition than when I first moved here. Just up that mountain range, you can come across some like really dark, dusty, abandoned buildings. I might do it's closed from like 5 p.m. I was gonna say I might do you know those summer challenges that you see in anime where they go through a tunnel as like see if you're scared or not. I wanted to do one of them with Ruby because it's terrifying, some of the buildings up that way. Will you play Resident Evil? I will. I don't own it yet. I'm also not finished with Resident Evil 2, the remake yet. I was playing that. When was I playing that? I was playing that when I was living in Shikoku with no commitments or jobs that I had to do. And then I got my new job, which is currently 2 years in now. And the only games that I've been playing is Overwatch. But I do want to get back into it, so just wait another week, I think. This current week, I've got to finish up all the tasks that I've got to do for my project. So even though I have more time than I used to, I'm still very busy. But from next week, I have no project commitments, and I'm hoping to get back into the swing of gaming, man. You bought the Resident Evil 4 remake a few weeks ago. Never played before since I don't usually like the spookies. I'd say it's not that spooky. Resident Evil 4 is more action-based. Spooky Resident Evil 2 remake is terrifying. But the Resident Evil 4, I played the original one, I didn't play the remake. It just felt like an action RPG. Same with Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5 with Chris, you just feel like a super soldier. Resident Evil 7 though, is meant to be the scariest one out of the lot. Devil May Cry was my favourite games. I used to love Devil May Cry 3 on the PlayStation 2. I loved that game with a passion. Could never get into the newer ones though. But I didn't even know they made I guess they're making a remake of each Resident Evil, but I didn't know they were already on the 4th one already. It's crazy the rate that they're putting them out though. Like Resident Evil 4 remake and Resident Evil 9. I was horrified watching people play 7. Yeah, it looks awful. Like, not in a bad way, but like terrifying. I don't think I could ever play it. Before I started doing the IRL stuff, I started to stream so that I could convince myself to find the time to play the games. Like I'd make a schedule, people would hold me to that schedule, and I'd get around to clearing my backlog of games I want to play. I was meant to be playing Red Dead Redemption 2 and stuff like that, but Ruby really wanted to watch me play some horror games. And fuck me, I am not built for that shit. Oh, if you go on my TikTok, I think, we posted some clips of me playing Poppy's Playtime and Me-Side were the two ones that we played. Oh, and Cabin Inspector, fuck off, that game was awful. I hate games with jump scares. I can handle suspense, but as soon as they start throwing jump scares at me, I just want to quit. Do you play Fortnite? No, I don't. I might give it a try, but the building aspect of it just doesn't appeal to me. 1 second, my legs are killing me and these stairs are not helping. In Korea they play League of Legends and Overwatch. I know. Overwatch is what I play. I tried League of Legends, but there's just too much going on for me to keep track of what, one, is going on, and two, where my character's at. Oh, what a view. You can see downtown Osaka from here. Incredible. Oh. But yeah, Austin, I wouldn't have pegged you as a big softie, man. Can't handle a little horror game. Oh. Wait, is Resident Evil 4 on sale? I know there's the spring sale at the moment on Steam, right? Because I remember seeing Arc Raiders is discounted by like 20%. I was thinking of picking that up. You hate League of Legends, too long time to play. Yeah. I enjoyed playing it with friends who could like carry me. I don't mind the length. I used to play Smite, which is basically League of Legends Easy Edition. Because it was third person, I could never lose my character. All right, I have 15 minutes. I think over there is good. Let's get some squats done. Oh, I'm knackered. I don't know if you can tell, I'm sweating. I'm not had coffee today, so my brain isn't there. My legs are shaking with every step, but I feel good. Better than I have done in a while. Probably helps that it's nice weather again. 20 years ago, they used to play StarCraft was huge. It's still kind of huge now. That's a game that I kind of wish I got into because it seems like the type of game I'd like. I like games where you, oh, there's a game that I used to play, what was it called? Not Villagers, Settlers. Where it's like, it's not like Civilization where it's a long running game, like a marathon game, but it's got similar aspects where you build stuff up and you upgrade it. Halo Wars was the one that I loved to play because it was short rounds and you had like bases and stuff that you would upgrade and build up, and then you'd upgrade and build up your units. Love games like that. Right, this is a good spot. Hopefully you don't disconnect. Put you down gently. We're looking steady. Yes. Cool. Right. Downtown Osaka. I should do it that way. Downtown Osaka for all to see. I am now going to squat on top of this gorgeous city. Count with me. We're going 50. I kind of feel like a fitness instructor. Let's do this. Right. Once I get to 500, I'm a happy boy. I'm giving up on the 400. 1, 2, 3. Ow. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Quick break. Oh, oh shit. Oh. Age of Empires I've never played. I don't know too much about that one, sorry. Oh. What was I on, 20? Right. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Oh, my legs are giving up. Come on, come on. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Oh, Christ. 42, 43, 44, 45, 5 more, 46, oh shit, 47, 48, 49, 50, squats, done, 50, Christ. We're down to 500. Thank God. If I'd stayed above 500, I'd have been pissed at myself. You know what? Just to make it look a bit nicer. 1. Done. 1. Oops. Because now it doesn't have the big 5 next to it, it has the 4. Oh, I'm knackered. Oh, I'm absolutely shattered. Oh. Let's carry on walking, get the blood flowing. Oh. Oh. Get this on. Cool. I'm gonna have such a horrible time getting down this mountain. Let's go this way. Whew, boy. Shit. Oh, the legs are shaking off. Just close my chat app. There we go. Oh. One last look before we head off to work. Oh, I can hear my first cricket. Summer's truly here now, man. The cicadas are coming out. Insects are abundant. Summer's truly coming, boys. I straight up can't see my chat anymore. What's happening? The internet's just cut off. I'll fix that one up at the bottom. Could be that the phone I'm using to hotspot is overheating because it's inside the backpack. Definitely need to invest in some modems, I think, or a pocket Wi-Fi. Oh, there we go, you're back. Don't know why you bother. I'm just going to implode it. See, I think you all just talk. I don't think you're going to do shit now. I think your unlimited resources have finally hit their limit. Lord Maxwell, thunder of the Benji stream. If I can come up with unique nicknames, I've decided that I'm going to nickname you Benji's Benefactor as like a stream title. Kind of similar to how you have VIP badges and such, you know?
Austin 316 CST has gifted 25 subs to viewers.
Oh no. Austin, man. You've made it so that this is all pointless. I'm back, well, I've technically, if you hadn't watched this stream and you just checked the squats that I had to do yesterday versus the squats today, I have now gained 49 squats to do. You prick. Again, I'm feeling super conflicted because on the one hand, I'm super happy that you're supporting the channel. On the other hand, you can see the sweat dripping off of my face. It feels like all of my efforts were for nothing, man. Fuck you and love you, man. Now you need to eat oatmeal. Yeah, I need to get protein in me stat. All right, let's make this a round number before I leave, especially with the gorgeous flowers that we have right in front of the windmill at Surimi. Welcome to Mondays. Way to make my Mondays feel great. You prick. Fuck's sake. Oh, but what, I've only got like 4 hours and then you can't just bomb me with subs like this? Take flower for your love. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That is like really frowned upon at a flower garden like this. There is a flower shop though that I can swing by. I might do that. We did have a nice bundle of pink roses, but they've kind of expired by now. So I might go and buy some, you know? Thank you for the snap. Oh, the flower's edible. Everything is edible if you're brave enough. Everything is edible. If you want a great way to store up energy for a marathon, for instance, but you don't want to eat too much, the most calorie dense meal that you can have is unrefined uranium. It has billions of calories if you can consume it. Right, 49. I can do 49 before I head home, right? I can do that. That's feasible. Let's do that. Set you up here. Yo. Got a pole for the camera to lean on too, so it's not going to fall. Nice. How about we skip the uranium, start with wet dog food. See, don't ask me how I know, but wet dog food actually tastes quite nice. Cat food though, tastes awful. Too fishy. And dry. I don't know how they make fish taste dry. Right. We connected? Web page not available. That's not good when I need to check whether or not I'm having tech issues. Let's open that up again before I start. Dooby dooby dooba. Thank you for the snap, Jake. How's your stomach doing, man? I know that we talked about it, you said that the surgery was a success, but I think it's been long enough now that you should pretty much know how you're gonna feel for the rest of time now, right? Like you should have made a full recovery by now. Right. 49 squats is what I'm going for. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Shit. Oh, lost connection to Twitch. Never good. That's 20. Let's get another 20 done. Before I do that though, let's swap hotspots so I can actually see what you guys are saying. No, this is not an excuse for me to have a break. Don't call me out like that. Oh, my legs are shaking. My ass hurts, man. Austin, you've made my ass hurt so much, bro. Right. Second hotspot. Benji's Galaxy S20 FE. Should have better connection. Cool. Is this lady trying to pose her dog with the flowers? She is. It's like a really fun thing that people do here. They bring their pets and they just get a nice picture with them, you know? I rate it. Stomach is good. I came here and had a stomach bug last week and lost 10 kgs in 4 days. Fuck. But it's good to see that you're doing well now. And Ace, welcome in. Nice seeing you to do some exercises. I've got 20, how do I do a single 9? I've got 9 squats left to do. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Oh, 49 squats total. Whew. Squats done. 49. If I can spell it right. 49. Why is it not? Have I spelled it wrong? What? Why is it not? I did do that right now. Is it my phone? Is my phone the issue? Oh Christ, I'm naked. Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't put a space between the text and the number. Fuck me. Right. There we go. At the end of all of that, I am back to where I started. Thank you so much for that, Austin. Not only have you become my benefactor, you're also now my fitness instructor. What a weird stream dynamic, right? At least you blew, yeah, I blew my sub guard out the water. You mean you blew it out the water, bro? It's funny as well, because when I set it, Ruby was like, that's a bit ambitious. And I was like, yeah, but the number's funny. And now, I don't even know what we're on anymore. But you have at least doubled, I think, our sub goal. So you have basically funded this channel. I don't know how much it monetizes to, because it's however much you donated, take 50 away, then take away the conversion. So that's what, 300-ish, 360-ish US dollars, maybe 400-ish US dollars. And then techs all cost me, it's like 8,000 plus 8,000 plus 8,000 plus 4,000. So that's 8, 16, 24, 28,000 yen, which is in dollars. In pounds, you take the 28,000, it's 280, 140 pounds, so around $160. You have paid our SIM cards for the next 2.5 to 3 months. So thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate you so much. Quick maths. Whoever said I can't do maths, you're a liar. Oh. Blew it massively out the water, bro. I'm gonna use a lot of that money now for the big RV road trip. We still have the tip goal that it's going straight towards renting the RV, but all of the money that we've gained from the subs, it's gonna go straight into the tech first, and then onto the trips that we're planning to do on stream. So we're saving our money up for the big Kyushu trip. We're hoping to get some collabs. There's one streamer in particular that we're very keen to meet. She's been a big fan of Kotatsu Princess's streams, surprisingly. She doesn't like to venture into mine, which is weird because it's the same content, right? But I think she's just wanting to support a small and upcoming streamer, the next famous streamer in Osaka. So we're hoping to meet them, hoping to meet a few others. I've been pestering Luke for his Kyushu recommendations because I know that he's done a Kyushu trip before. But yeah, I'm super excited to do it. I don't think we've ever done like a proper road trip, so this will be our first ever road trip. And to be able to stream it all is like such a privilege. So thank you for making that possible, man. I appreciate you so much. I know I'm coming off super sappy, but I 100% truly mean it, man. Also, I may have missed your answer earlier, but have y'all found anywhere that serves scouse soup yet? I don't remember you asking that. What the fuck is scouse soup, bro? Scouse soup. Scouse is a traditional hearty stew from Liverpool, England, typically made by slow cooking lamb or beef with potatoes, carrots and onions until the meat is tender. That's just a regular stew. Why is it scouse stew? Originating from the maritime dish lobscouse, it's a staple of Liverpudlian culture and is historically served with pickled red. Is that not normal stew? Blind scouse, a popular variation made without meat. Yeah, it's just slow cooked stew. That's a scouse dish? Austin, man, I had no clue as to why we were called scouse. That's just something I grew up with and never thought to question. I don't even think Ruby knows that. See, for me, that was just a normal meal. Whenever my mum put the slow cooker on, it's like, oh, we're having slow cooked stew today. It's like, oh, great, love it. Beef just melts in your mouth. I had no clue it was a Scouse original dish. A Scouse do have culture after all, boys. No, we've not found anywhere that serves it authentically. I remember we came across one hotel on our travels that had like slow cooked meat, which was really nice. But it wasn't like a hearty stew. It was more like a light spiced stew, you know? For people that don't know, English stews tend to be quite, I don't want to say deep, that sounds like whimsical, but it's lots of meaty flavors, lots of black gravy, because I know Americans have like two. They have white gravy and black gravy, which is weird. There's only one type of gravy, and it's our ox gravy. Biscoff? Biscoff, no, that's biscuits. Yeah, no spices. No, we don't add spices to our stews. We add lots of onion. We add lots of gravy granules. Bisto? It's been so long since I've had it, man. I've been here too long. We have it mixed with gravy. We have it mixed with onions to give it a bit of a saute flavor. We add a little bit of red wine, and we throw in carrots. We throw in lamb or beef. We throw in sometimes a bit of spinach, a bit of parsnips and all of that stuff. Lots of roots. Bisto, thank you, Susan. That's the one, Bisto. I had Biscoff stuck in my head. I was like, I know it's not that. I know that's the biscuity spread that you can eat. They just colonized every spice of country, but never figured out how to use them. See, that's kind of true. The rich colonized those countries for the spices, but not so that they could use them, so they could sell them. They were more than happy with their fish and chips, bro. They just wanted money. But you're right. I know my family in particular, they cannot handle their spices at all. And it's weird because I used to be the one that couldn't handle any form of spice. Pepper was too spicy for me. But then after living in China and Korea, I started to develop a taste for it. I'm having a very white breakfast, Weetabix, with strawberries, blueberries and skim milk. That's a gorgeous breakfast though. Like, come on. A good Weetabix with some nice sweet fruit. Oh, I wish. They don't sell Weetabix over here, unfortunately. You can get Cocoa Pops, you can get oatmeal, and you can get Frosties in the local stores. Nothing too extravagant, unfortunately. Duke, I love in Ted Lasso when he goes to eat his Wheaties breakfast cereal and it was just one large brick. That's Weetabix, it is just one large brick, bro. I normally have 2 bricks of Weetabix. You have to add, I like to smother it in milk so it turns very soggy because it soaks it up. And adding fruit with it, it's just nice. It's very healthy for your stomach. You use 2 bricks as well? Yes. After yesterday learning this, is Ruby half or a quarter? Oh, she's an 1/8 because is it a 1/8 or a quarter? Her grandma is an 1/8 because only her grandma is Malaysian. She married a British guy. So on her mum's side, her mum is half Malaysian. Oh, but then does it make her a quarter Malaysian because it's half again? It would be a quarter. Can't do maths. Because her mum is half, she's a quarter because her mum married and had Ruby with a British fella. And then her dad's side is entirely English. So yeah, it's a quarter at that point, isn't it? Because 1 out of the 4 grandparents is Malaysian. Yeah. But she doesn't have too much exposure to like Malay culture. Her mum didn't speak Malay. So She feels weird referring to herself as like a quarter Malaysian because all of her identity is purely 100% British identity. But it's a cool little tidbit, isn't it? What if you don't eat the Weetabix with milk and just cover half of it with peanut butter? No, get out. That's disgusting. The Weetabix is just too dry for that. Weetabix at the end of the day is just wheat ground up, pressed and dried into bricks. If you don't add like some form of liquid to it, obviously milk is the go-to. Any other liquid that you add to that is just wrong. I've heard some people add orange juice to it, which is just wild to me. But you need the liquid to soften up the Weetabix, otherwise it's just like eating chalk. I'm thinking of adding peanut PB2. What's PB2? What if you also treat Weetabix like a scone? Cream on one side, jam on the other. No, stop. Stop. You've definitely not had Weetabix before, have you? Weetabix isn't built like a bread. It doesn't feel bready at all. It is, Duke can tell you, it is hard as a brick without milk. Adding anything else to it other than like fruits is just so wrong. Scones are dry, but they're soft. When you bite into it, it's not gonna hurt your teeth. If you bite into a dry Weetabix, it's gonna take some force to like bite through it. PB2 is a healthy version of powdered peanut butter. Oh, I've never heard of it. But no, honestly, Austin, give Weetabix a try. If you're feeling cultural and you want to try some exotic foods, feels weird referring to British food as exotic, Weetabix is the nice starting point. And when we have Wheaties here, no, Wheaties isn't the same. I know what you're talking about because we have Wheaties too. Wheaties is similar in texture, but smaller and covered in sugar. Weetabix is more crumbly than a Wheaties, and also a lot more firmer, I think. It's shredded, not pressed. Yeah. Shredded Wheaties. We have that too. We used to have, shredded Wheaties is the one with like the lattice structure, right? It's got little square holes. We used to have really good adverts for them, where the faces of shredded Wheaties was just two old British ladies knitting. And they were just working like a sweatshop of grannies, knitting away, making these shredded Wheaties. It was fucking hysterical, man. God, it's gorgeous. Later this afternoon at lunch, we might be back on stream on Ruby's channel for lunch. I don't know what her plans are anymore. I think she was originally going to go to Kyoto with Top Banana, but because Top Banana lives on Shikoku, she needs to make sure she gets the last bus back in time for work tomorrow. She's taken the day off today to hang out with Ruby because she'd planned to do the whole day in Kyoto together. And then she realized to get back at a reasonable time, she'd have to take like the 3 p.m. bus, 5 p.m. bus. So going all the way to Kyoto and back would leave her with like 4 hours to go around the town. Should early maybe a picnic. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I just don't know if she wants to stream it or not. She's still feeling out what it is that she wants to do on stream. She sees what I'm doing. She's like, I really enjoy what you do, but I don't want to just be Benji 2.0. She wants her own unique spin. But as I've told her, there are that many streamers now that discovering your own unique spin on something is equivalent to winning the lottery at this point. Pretty much everything that can be done has been done. Literally, one of the big streamers, I think Extra Emily, I think her name is, her big unique stream that she did was getting one of her friends to come and find a needle in a haystack for like 12 or so hours. And then I know T10 Nat, who came to Japan recently, her big unique stream was sat down watching paint dry. People loved that shit for some reason. Tell her carry the Katatsu outdoors and use it in the park. Actually, that sounds sick. I might try convince her to do that. It's not that heavy either, especially if we disassemble it first. That's actually that could be her unique thing. She's the Katatsu princess, so wherever she goes, she's got her Katatsu with her. If we can add wheels to it as well, we can wheel her around town. Bruh, you might have figured it out, bro. She would be so humiliated though doing that. That'll be fun. I'll see if I can get it done. Ultimately though, she's planning to stream when I'm at work. So it'll take some convincing to convince her to keep up with the theme. But I do know that she's trying to do a lot of at-home streams at her kotatsu. I know she's getting into sewing because she wants to I guess like develop wifey skills or something. I'm not exactly sure what it is that she wants to do with the sewing machine. She wants to spend some time learning Japanese. And she also wants to do a lot more cooking streams. She said that she's missed cooking and baking because of how busy she's been. It's one of her favorite pastimes is to just bake a random cake. When we're living in the UK, practically every week she'd bake 2 different dessert items. It was never anything like a healthy meal or anything like that. It was something egregiously chocolatey or just cake. And we put on so much weight because she was so into baking at that point. I think the biggest I got to was like 89 kg. A baby stroller to push around, but no baby, just a baby kotatsu. Bruh, actually, yeah, because she's the kotatsu princess, we could put, you know, like how Bebo has his stroller that he uses to put all of his stuff in. If we get rid of the walls on that and just have the baseboard, we can bolt the kotatsu to it, and I can wheel her around in the kotatsu while she wears a crown. That way she's truly like a princess. You know how like in period dramas, specifically like Asian period dramas, they'll sit in the little cabin and carried by all the servants. It'd be similar to that. That'd be funny. You know what, I'm gonna talk to her after this stream and see what she thinks, so that'd be hysterical, man. I don't wanna go to work, guys. I just wanna keep doing this. This is fun, I'm outside. I'm getting healthy, my glutes, they're hating me right now, but they're gonna love me in the future. I'm getting vitamin D like never before. And this is the most I've talked to other people in so long. Before I met up with John, because he lives literally somewhere on this park, I don't want to say exactly where he lives, but he lives park adjacent. I've been able to speak so much more English than I used to do. And it's so refreshing because I can talk to other Japanese people. I have a lot of Japanese friends, but because my vocabulary is so limited, what I can say is so limited. So having full conversations like this is fantastic. And then when I go back to work, it's just gonna be coding by myself for like 7 hours and then a meeting where I'll say a handful of pre-phrased Japanese phrases, you know? The kitty slash pelican, I think there's words, I maybe got those wrong. So what's a kitty palanquin? Is that a device that I could pull around in? What'd be cool is if we can get like a high-powered like electric motor and we turn it into more of a go-kart than like me just pulling it along. That way I could sit at the kotatsu with her and I'll focus on driving the kotatsu and she'll focus on the stream. That would be sick. See, if I was a smarter man and I specialised in engineering rather than physics, I could probably do stuff like that. There's like 2 famous influencers that I know that do like engineering content. I know Colin Fern, the YouTuber that does his underground bass right now, he's cool. I wish I could do content like him. And then there's, I want to say his name is Michael, who's with Ludwig right now doing the tip-to-tip journey across China. He does crazy experiments and gadgets and gizmos. I'd love to have like the technical know-how to do something like that. I might look into it. The Princess Queen thing, they get carried around. Oh, that's the name of it. Oh, okay. It might be a palanquin. I genuinely have no idea. It's just what all the snooty, bratty princesses sit in before they get their ass kicked by the main character. That's all I know. Right, we're getting close to the end of the park, unfortunately. Looking around though, they're not as pretty, but if you see, they're starting to develop their petals. So this is going to look stunning, I reckon, in the next 5 days. I think if I remember correctly, they're not quite as white as the cherry blossoms before, but they're a similar shade. But yeah, to wrap things up though, thank you for joining me today on my morning stream. I think I want to start doing a lot more of these, especially now that the weather's getting better. I want to do more morning walks around parks with you guys. It's healthy for me and it's more content for you. Then I want to focus on doing later night streams because I don't have to get up as early anymore to take Ruby to work. So hopefully I'll be able to link up with Lunadi and Nanami again for some gaming content. I know my friends are begging to do some more peak with them all. So I'm going to focus on doing late night gaming streams, early morning walk and talks. And then the weekend streams are going to be largely the same again. We're hoping to get back into camping, so there should be more camping specific streams, but it will be focused on going to lesser known areas of Japan and sharing what we discover with you guys. For now, is there anyone else that is live and that I can send you lovely folks over so that you don't have to stop having fun whilst I'm stuck slaving away for the man? Let's have a look. Who's live right now? Oh, there's quite a lot of people actually. Go Burger's live, Shiori's live, Hardener's live, Langshan's live, Viceroy's live. Japanese Print, Iron Mouse, they're too big for me. Yoshi Mian, Mino. Shiori could be nice. I don't think I've ever raided out to Shiori. Let's do that. Copy a name because I don't want to. I've been having a terrible time trying to spell things correctly.
Austin 316
So
CST has gifted 13 subs to viewers.
Doobie-doobie-doo. Whoa, shit! What did you do? A hype train started, why? What did you do? Bro, I'm about to end. Holy shit! 25 gifted, bro. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Hey, DX, how's it going, man? I'm so happy with this new phase of my life. Being able to do things again in the mornings and evenings is such a godsend. God damn. Okay, you know what? That was the last time. Yeah, I thank you so much, man. Also, fuck you. You've made this whole squatting adventure pointless. My glutes appreciate it, but I'm no closer to getting to the 0 by tomorrow. I have to go to work now. It is 9:20. The latest I could leave it is like past, so I'm already running really late. Please do copy and paste the raid messages to Shiori and let her know that you guys have come from me. Thank you, Austin, for the subs. I truly appreciate it, man. All of that money is going to go towards the tech and towards our big RV adventure. If you want to support us in getting the RV adventure off the ground, we're accepting tips so that we can rent an RV in Fukuoka. That's where we're going to be starting. All money that we've earned is going to go towards our tech and that trip. For now, we might be back for lunch. I won't be streaming, but Kotatsu Princess might be. I know that she's wanting to do some of her own things. So keep an eye out for notifications from her. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Where is my raid button gone? There it is. 3,